Hey there guys, so I thought it was time to do a follow-up to the rankings video of Satoshi Kon films, and this time I will be doing Makoto Shinkai, arguably my favourite anime director of all time. His films are just simply gorgeous and well thought out. His films deal with like long lost distance relationships and bittersweet endings. Not all his films are on the same level, however, and not all his projects are going to be on this list because I'm dealing with his movies, not to like the 2 to 5 minute projects. But here is the weakest to the best Makoto Shinkai films, starting off with number 6. And number 6 is The Place Promised in Our Early Days. Now this one is co-directed by Yoyoshi Suzuki, and to tell you the truth, I'm not particularly fond of this one. There's a lot of people that really like this one, but for me, it's just fine. The film hardly focuses on these characters. Instead, we get this whole mumbo jumbo, unnecessary science stuff, and we get some lacking subplots involving regions. This is a film I can't really say, oh, you gotta go and see this one. And number 5 is Voices of a Distant Star. Now this was Makoto Shinkai's first serious project along with his wife, and for what they did in 30 minutes is pretty good. The relationships off-world is a nice subtext, it has stunning visuals, and the freedom of the storyline makes this film such a pleasure to watch. And number 4 is 5 centimeters per second. Now this is near perfect apart from the third act being Rush, but still it covers long lost distance relationships like Voices of a Distant Star, but more in depth. Plus Johnny Young Bosch voices this, and I'm a big fan of him. The film is about this young guy called Tataki, and we see him in different parts of his life and in different love scenarios and how he handles that. The film sets out what it's doing. The film gives you a slice of life and how people come and go in your life. And number 3 is Children Who Chase Lost Voices. Now this one really stands out from the rest of his movies because it really doesn't deal with relationships. Instead it's more of a fantasy movie that deals with nature and the circle of life. And the film is not afraid to go dark at times. At times it really sucker punched me. You can sense the feeling of adventure and the combination of bittersweetness, pureness, innocence, love and loyalty, or friendship. And number 2 is Garden of Words. Now this one is available on Netflix, so do yourself a favour and go check this one out. I highly recommend it. Now Shinkai is known for his love stories with a twist. Now Garden of Words is about this young boy who has a bond with his older depressed woman. On paper this really wouldn't work in terms of like live action because it's kind of illegal, but Shinkai finds a way. The attention to detail of the landscapes and the forest and the water is just so photorealistic. It's just beautiful. For what they did in 46 minutes, it's so well rounded with such a beautiful story. So my favourite Makoto Shinkai film, and this was my favourite film of 2016, and this could possibly be my favourite anime film of all time, and that's Your Name. Now, I absolutely adore this film. I remember when this film came out and it had such a limited release. I haven't had to find the time to track down this film because I had work also, but after 3 months I managed to find a perfect evening. It wasn't at my local cinema, it was a much more further cinema, but it was a good cinema. So anyway, and I was just floored by it. And I remember several months it had a re-release during the summer, and I said to my best friend, you got to see this film and I will take you to see this film and I will pay for your ticket. And I waited for like 11 months for this to come out on Blu-ray. But anyway, I just absolutely adore Your Name. This one deserves such a big release in the UK and the USA. It deserved an Oscar nomination, for Christ's sake. Your Name was able to tell a love story between these two characters in a unique body-swapping way. I have no problems or any nitpicks with this film. I mean, there's only films in my life that I would give a 10 out of 10, and this was a 10 out of 10. The animation alone is just simply beautiful. It's just gorgeous. And I'm so happy that Japan sticks to the traditional hand-drawn animation, unlike the USA. So my favourite Makoto Shinkai film, and this possibly be my favourite anime film of all time, definitely in the top 3, Your Name. Thank you so much for watching this video guys. Go like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what is your favourite Makoto Shinkai film, and if you can rank all of them, comment down below. Go check out my Facebook, my Twitter and my Instagram page. You guys are awesome. I've got your back.